The shapes that we're going to make today are going to include this one that kind of has like a castle look to it, this shape right here, and this shape right here. There is a couple of things about this shape where it will not match up with your picture exactly if you follow the dimensions, but I'll kind of walk you through that. So this one right here, it says that units are in millimeters, so we're going to go ahead and open up Inventor, create a new part, and make sure you choose metric, standard mm, hit OK. hit OK. Start your sketch. Again, doesn't matter which plane. I always kind of choose the same one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this profile view and extrude it all the way back. And this profile view will include all the way up to this point right here. I'm not going to do the slant or the cutout section yet. So I'm going to start here, and I know that it goes all the way across 70. Hit enter, hit the front button so it centers it for me. Then I know that it goes up 10. And then here's the tricky part. They don't give us an angle on this, but they do tell us on this side that from this point to this point, height-wise, it's 16. So it's going to go up 16. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that in the back of my mind. The other thing that I know is that this is 70 overall, this distance, and this distance is 40. And if I subtract 70 from 40, I have 30 left over, which means I have 30 to distribute on this side and on this side, so I need to cut that in half. So my distance is going to be 15. And then I use that 16 that they gave us and go up. And then I basically have the angle for that portion. And I can go back and left click and hit the delete key and get rid of those. Then I know that I need to go up, and they give me an overall height, which is 60. However, that does not take into account the area over here, which would be 10 plus 16. So we're going to subtract that from the 60, and you can do that by typing 60 minus 26. That's the 10 and 16 or the 10 and the 16 added up, so that it puts it at 34. Then I go across 40, which is what the dimension is up here. And then I can just go down and I can line this up. Same thing with this one. Line it up with that. And then I can close this off. Hit finish. And I'm going to extrude. Now when I do the extrusion on this one, and if I set it to 60 like they have down here, it looks a little bit different. I'm going to hit the home button so you can see it. And then again, I'm going to rotate here, right click, set current view as home. On mine, it doesn't look so bad. It's a little wider than it looks in the picture, but that's okay. We can leave it like that. Next thing that we can do is we can either do the chamfer tool, or we can draw that shape on the one side. So I'll show you really quick how to draw the shape on the side. And I'm just going to draw a line going across. Doesn't matter what the dimensions are right now because I'm going to use the dimension tool, and I'm going to hit D on my keyboard so that it activates that tool. And I'm going to click on this point and this edge, and it's asking me what the distance is. Well, I accidentally clicked on the wrong edge, but I could click on this front edge right here and make it 15. Since I clicked on this back edge, I'm just going to take 60, and I'm going to subtract 15 from it, and it puts it in the right spot. Same thing with this part. It's telling me that this dot is 15 from this top part, so 15. And then I'm going to use the line tool to close this triangle because I'm going to be extruding it. So finish sketch, hit extrude, cut, and the distance should be far enough. Now, I could use the chamfer tool and click on the edge and type in the 15, and it will also do this. But I want you guys to get comfortable with the sketches, so you try to do it this way. For now, in the future you can do it this way, it's a little bit easier. Next we're going to do the rectangle on the front, so start a sketch. I'm going to draw a rectangle, and the size that they give us is 20, well, it's more of a square, so we're going to do 20, oh no, it is a rectangle, 20 by 25, because they give us that distance for this part right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this. It's in the wrong spot. So I'm going to use the dimension tool, and I'm going to click right down here on this line, and it tells me that it's 10 away. So click here, bring it over here, and change it to 10. Finish the sketch, hit extrude, and go completely through the object. Hit OK. and it should look like this. Again, save it, color it, screenshot it. And this last one right here, pretty easy. Start this one, metric. This one's got a circle down here at the bottom that is 40 in diameter. So we're going to go ahead and start a sketch really quick. 40, hit finish, and then we're going to extrude. The extrusion is right here. It says that it goes up 20. So this first one is 20. So we extrude up 20. Now this second circle that they give us, we're going to start that sketch right here. And when we create this one, the diameter is 50. So we're going to set this one to 50. And then we're going to extrude this one as well. Hit extrude. This one is extruded, let's see, they don't give us the extrusion for this one. So we know it's 50, this one's 20, and this one's going to be 20. So that leaves 10 left over. So we're going to extrude this one 10. And if you want to see if it's in the correct spot, I'm going to set my view more like this. Right click, set current view as home, and that's starting to look like it. Last part, start a sketch on this top section. And it tried to do an offset sketch, so I'm going to redo that. Regular sketch. We're not going to use circle tool. This time we're going to use Polygon. It's 6-sided, and I'm going to click here in the middle. And it doesn't matter where I put it. I'm just going to make it this big. Hit done. Because I'm going to use the dimension tool to go from this point to this point, or this point to this point. It doesn't really matter which one you choose. And I'm going to set it to 40 because that's what distance they gave us. So 40. Finish the sketch. Hit extrude. And set this one to an extrusion of 20. Hit OK. Hit home. Your image should look correct. Save it, screenshot it, and you're done.